Hi, y'all. And seeing the Dennis Eckersley collection back in the middle of my breaker mat can really tell us only one thing. Tell us that we are going to open ourselves up 6 more packs of 1993 Fleer Ultra. And this is part of the tribute set or the career highlight set that they did in 1993 with Fleer. There is 10 cards in this set. Making sure I get 6 packs. But there is 10 cards here, and there's a potential that one of these, one or all 10, honestly, could have an autograph, hand numbered to 2000. So odds are 1 in 25,000 packs, but obviously there's a lot of other things we can chase at the same time. You know, Ultra Rookies, All-Stars, Home Run Kings, award winners. I think that's about it. But all in all, a bunch of cool base, especially back whenever, a lot of us watching baseball, early 90s, year before the strike. So before we start and cracking into these 6 packs, let me go ahead and invite you to the channel by hitting that subscribe button below and hitting that notify bell to get notified when I put stuff up. So let me go ahead and zoom in and let's rip some packs. 6 packs. So here's start with pack number 1. Now obviously one of the things that's going to happen as we get lower into the box is there is going to be a lot more sticking here. These cards have been in these packs for 29 years and they just don't want to let go. So we're going to have to coax them a bit. But we'll start off with John Olerud. And see how they kind of bricked a little bit. You'll find a little bit of surface damage, but not as bad as some products that I've opened, like Stadium Club. It's Edgar Martinez. Edgar's one of the few numbers retired by the Mariners. Orlando Merced. This is why I take, whenever I get this older stuff, I don't open as much because of the stick. I'm trying to do as little damage as we possibly can to the cards. Derek May. And because it can take a little bit of time. There we go. One of the triplets, Tom Glavin. And this would be, see, Glavin, I'm trying to remember, I think Glavin was 1990. Let me look. Just trying to see what year he started. Actually, he's older than I am. I'm not really sure. They don't really put a lot of, stats on the back of this. Okay. Jeff Kent. These are pretty cards, though. Royce Clayton. And of course, Fleer is still around. They were a candy company, or I think they still are. Morris. But that was part of Fleer was one of the companies that was after. It was Fleer and Donruss was the ones that was really, pushed the envelope. Ron Kavorsky. They were the ones that challenged Topps in 1980 and showed that Topps's contract was only selling cards with candy. So since, even though Fleer was a candy company, whenever they started putting cards out, they did other things. And if you can remember the days, unfortunately like I can, what Fleer would do, Fleer would actually include stickers in their cards. They would not put bubble gum. That was only Topps. And of course, now I would rather have stickers than bubble gum because the bubble gum definitely left residue. And then you also had Donruss, and Donruss didn't do stickers. They did puzzles. So some really cool puzzles that came out of the Triopoly, which started in 1980, all the way through the Junk Wax. Daryl Hamilton. Yeah, they had some cool ones. They had Spawn, they had Musial. Never finished any of them. I honestly don't know how many people did. I mean, obviously there was people that did. Jay Bruner. But just, I don't know, I would never get into it long enough. It's Joe Carter. I bet you there's probably people that's got them framed. And you can still find them. I mean, I've got a bunch of Donruss. Actually, I'll be opening up some of it too. And good news is no gum residue. Of course, I have some old tops too that we're going to show how much damage it did for sitting in the box for 30 plus years. Brett Butler. But we'll see. We have to take it out to save the cards. And there's Jeff King. All right, 4 packs to go. I know at times I do get on kicks of opening up all new products, but you know, this year's been a little bit different since there's not been a lot. I mean, last year you had a lot of new products come out at once. This year I've not seen, at least not the products that I opened. A lot of the high dollar stuff, of course, because Topps is going to make its money. But, you know, you had Series 1, Series 2. You got to get the flagships out. You got Gypsy Queen had come out, but Stadium Club's been delayed. Who knows how long. There's Pat Mahomes. That would be Patrick Mahomes II's father. Pretty cool. So yeah, they're definitely, Stadium Club's delayed. We'll see how long, if Allen and Ginter comes out on time. Dean Palmer. Look, these edges are a little bit rough. And it's not from the, it's just from the being in the sides of the pack. Also, they probably cut them with a butter knife. Dorosco. Oh, looks like we got something. I'm not trying to hold the surprise. I'm just, these cards are stuck together really well. You know, there's Hernandez. And then what did we get? Well, we'll get there. Gary Sheffield. You see him quite a bit in the 90s. We got ourselves another home run king. Darren Dalton. And it made me laugh when I found that Dalton Varsho was actually named after Darren Dalton. At least the first name. That was kind of funny. And there he is. Going, you named somebody after me? Double D. Very cool. I'll put you up so you don't forget ya. We got Eddie Murray, who actually hit he joined the 400 home run club as a Met. But, you know, he played for a lot of teams. Started with the Orioles. Probably the one I remember him the most from. All right, 3 packs to go. And we did find another one of those home run kings. There's only 10 of those. These are fun. These old flashback, retro, throwback packs are so much fun. Seeing people that honestly I haven't thought about in forever. You know, until you go to like the National or any of the other shows, the Dallas show, Culture Collision, so many different shows you can go to. See them signing a lot of times for TriStar. There's Bip Roberts. Another one you see a lot in the early 90s. Him and Chili Davis was like 2 you'd always see. Eddie Van Slyke again. McDowell. Now we're seeing some duplicates again. But that's to be expected. There's a very young Mike Piazza. Take a look at his face. I'm curious what he looks like when he was basically a kid. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Definitely got a little bit bigger. when he started playing for the Mets. Back when he's a Dodger. Wickman. Come on. Okay. John Orton. Brian McRae, who actually kind of fell off the planet. And Devon White. I think that's... Nope, there's one more. And Tewksbury. Okay. Cool. 2 packs to go. Are we going to find any more of the Dennis Eckersley? Who knows? There's another Pat Mahomes. Very young Pat Mahomes. Does not look like his son at all. Totally different sport, too. And honestly, that's why Patrick goes by Patrick, not Pat, so it doesn't confuse. Definitely makes the Google searches easier. He wanted to separate himself from his father and be his own man. Not that he has a problem with his father, at least none that I had ever read about, but I can understand that. As somebody who's named after my father, you definitely want to have your own identity. Okay. Got a Roscoe. Now it means we're going to start seeing duplicates again. Xavier Hernandez. And I'm starting to hear thunder right out my window. Okay, Sheffield again. And Eddie Murray. I like Eddie Murray, especially at one time. He had those big, nice lamb chop, on his beard. The deep, what you call it? Sideburns. That's it. Steve Hosey. Get this break apart a little bit. Keep it from sticking. So I don't want to have to cut the video. Sometimes with the Stadium Club, I actually have to, cut out parts of the video as I'm trying to fight cards apart. It's not been that bad this time, but I don't want to have to if I don't need to. Definitely makes editing the videos a little bit more time consuming. There's Oral Hershiser. Great reliever there. And Zane Smith. Known very well as a Pirate. And he also played for the Braves for a while. Last pack. Any magic in this one? Fingers crossed we'll find something. Definitely off the back we see a slugger. But we'll get to him when we get to him. Alright, let's break you up a little bit. I hate doing this to these cards, but it's about the only way I can get them apart. Bornagle. Jay Bell. Rafael Belliard. See him come to Alumni Sundays every once in a while. Steve Buschell. Oh, wow. I did not realize he was still in this. No longer a third baseman. He's now the DH, but we got George Brett. This is be right towards the end of his career. I've pulled his last card. Don't remember. I don't remember if it was, I think it was an Upper Deck or was it Stadium Club? I don't remember. I'll have to go back and look, but yeah, this was right towards the end. Because at this point, he was born in 53. Oh, in Glendale, West Virginia. I knew he was from West Virginia. That's cool. That's pretty cool to find a George Brett, though. Scott Cooper. Mike Williams. Let's see who else we got. We got the Big Hurt. Frank Thomas. See, he was still first baseman at this point. He became a DH later. Kind of like what Big Papi did too. Mike Bordick. This Sarcina. And there's BJ. Brian Jordan. Currently one of the broadcasters for Braves games. Since he was a two-sport player, he played He actually played for the Falcons. I think he played Falcons and Cardinals at the same time. Cardinals in the contract made him give up football, and then he became a one-time player. And I don't remember if he ended it in Atlanta or not. But yeah, definitely a big name here in Atlanta. And it's funny to listen to him talk because some of the things he says, it makes you wonder, do you even know how to pronunciate certain words? Like he's talking to, I forget what player, and player hurt his groin, but that's not what BJ says. He kept calling his groin. So it's like, okay, whatever, BJ. And of course, end it with another one of the ones that got tagged with the whole Peds thing and no longer invited to Wrigley Field since he never admitted to it, Sammy Sosa. So that's it. Most of this was just a base rip. We did pull this one, Darren Dalton, home run, which is, again, there's only 10 of these cards, and you should find one in out of every 18 packs, so we should find 2 of these, which we have. So we'll see, if we find any more. But that's it. Everything else base. Definitely ran into some cool players. Sammy Sosa, George Brett, Brian Jordan, and his growing. Fun one. But we'll have to see. With this rip, this was officially half of the box. We still got 3 more rips, 18 more packs to go. So we'll have to see what we can find. So hopefully you join me on that journey by joining the channel and hitting that subscribe button right there below and the notify bell to get notified what I put up, because I don't put all these videos up together. I do tend to mix it up a lot. Also, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you have any feedback, drop it in the comment section below. Appreciate you going on a ride in the early 90s when we were waiting for the strike to happen. You could buy baseball cards pretty much anywhere, and anybody was printing them. I mean, they were on back of cereal boxes, back of Twinkie boxes, you name it. You found it in dog food. You found it in milk bones. I have some fun milk bone cards like Ron Dibble and his dog. So definitely fun time. A lot of this is out there, and they do make very fun rips. So appreciate coming along with me, and I look forward to doing this again here real soon. So until then, bye now.